Seventh Son of the Seventh Son.
I mean,
It's one of my favorite. It's just a fucking
it's killer, isn't
amazing
it?
metal album,
Yeah,
basically. Also, He Sells But Who's Buying.
Megadeth.
Really, 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 really good album. And then Dead Heart in a Dead World by Nevermore.
All right, okay, yeah, that's a different one. No one
Yeah.
said that one before. That's a good one. All right. So if you could be in a room with three musicians, dead or alive, to have a jam session, who would be with you?
Well, obviously, Ozzy would be one.
Yeah.
Then maybe let's take it. Let's take this up a notch. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart would be another one.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe have a little bit of a language barrier
He was
there, but
metal in the day, wasn't he?
indeed, indeed. And then, oh, this is a hard one. Who would be the third one? Um, maybe James Hetfield. He's cool.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amount of time that he gets mentioned as well. All right. So forgetting musical equipment, what are the three essentials to take on a tour, especially when you go to North America? Which are the three must-haves with you?
Mm, well, a lot of like clothes you have to change because you don't. If you go to North America, there can be a shower, but maybe there's not a shower. So, and also something to entertain yourself, like if you have a Nintendo Switch or something like that.
Yeah.
If you're not into drinking so much, that's a good pastime,
Yeah.
of course. And well, a proper attitude would be the third, because you're
Cool.
gonna be there and you're gonna be there for 4 to 6 weeks, and and the distances like between cities are long. So
Massive, mate. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you have to
Yeah.
have a proper attitude to be able to handle all that.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
So are there three countries that you've never been to yet that you'd like to tour? Or have you been everywhere?
Well, not everywhere, but like Middle East is one of those places that we've only been to Dubai.
Right.
So it would be really, really interesting to check out the metal genre over there.
Hmm.
Also India would be cool.
Yeah.
Really, really, really different.
Yeah.
And mm, well, some parts of Africa maybe. That's also a continent we've never been to. And there is a metal community there in many countries. It
Hmm.
might be really, really like underground, but still it's there. So
Of course. Of
it would be
course.
cool to play some metal for those people.
Cool. So if there was a made up song about your personality, what would its title be?
Mm. Uh, Go around the corner to discover something more.
Okay, cool. So do you prefer vinyl or digital to play it live? Play.
Vinyl, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I listen to a lot of like like music online, but still, if I have to choose, for instance, the sound is different. So,
Definitely.
so yeah.
Yeah. All right. So do you prefer a festival or a small intimate sweat-soaked gig? Obviously, a band your size is festivals more and big massive venues, isn't it? But would you like to go back to a smaller gig rather than a festival?
I love club shows. So
Yeah.
definitely, I would prefer a club show. There's always a sense of urgency in festivals, which they're always so busy.
Mm,
Everything happens like this before the show, and uh, I don't like it so much.
no,
It gets really stressful. Of course,
of
you
course.
have to do it, and that's the way of the game. But still, if I had to choose, definitely a club.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's one lyric from your career that you'd want carved into your gravestone?
Does it have to be mine?
No, it doesn't have to be yours. No.
Okay, so then okay, this is it's not. This is actually my girlfriend came up with this, and it's one of the old 90s Mel Brooks film, which was starring Leslie Nielsen, which was about Count Dracula, but it was Dead and Loving It.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
like I would
Love
like
it.
to have that on the gravestone.
Cool, cool. Yeah, of course. All right. If you could send one song into space from your band to represent the band, which one would it be and why?
Mm, I would say definitely send something from the Redshift album, because that album really defined uh, our band's future in that sense. It was the back in 2008, which was the time when we really started to tour, like
Mhm.
outside Finland too. So it would be maybe uh, from that album, but which song? Maybe Distant Light Highway.
Excellent. Right. For a 24-hour road trip, which musician's going to be in the car with you?
Hmm. Well, I would take Dave Mustaine, because he's a that kind of, you always hear stories about that he's a really good guy or he's not a really good guy. So I would have the chance to decide for myself if he is a good guy or not. That would be one, and it would be cool to have Mace Gray also
Okay.
to take a road trip to widen the perspective in that sense,
Okay.
and to bring whole different genre into the mix, and let's say could be also some dude or dudette from classical world, but I don't know these people so well
All
that I
right.
could name
Okay.
specific to it, but that kind of combo would be at least interesting.
Cool. And the final one then, actually from Finland. Do you prefer Lapland or Lapdance? And I hope your girlfriend's not there.
Lapland, of course. Nothing wrong with Lapland, but it's a different story altogether.
Of course, man. Of course.